Thanks for joining us for another episode of City Connection. I'm Casey Drescher. It's time to take a quick look at what's going on in your city so you can dive deeper into what's important to you and stay connected. Have you downloaded the city's new app, SB Connect? It's an easy way for residents to connect with the city and make service requests, but it's so much more than that. You can pay your water bill, scroll city news, apply for a business license, or make trash pickup reminders. Here's a real-life example of SB Connect, how the city is working for you and streamlining your requests. I'm in an alleyway along the 2000 block of De La Vina Street. You can see a mattress, furniture, bulky items that can't fit in the trash, but it shouldn't be here. It's called illegal dumping, and unfortunately, it's very common. Now, instead of ignoring it or trying to rack my brain figuring out who to call, I just pull out my phone and get on the SB Connect app. Open the SB Connect app, click on Requests, create a request, select what category this falls under, in this case, litter, pollution, illegal dumping. The location automatically generates. Type up what you see or what city staff need to know, take a picture, and select your desired privacy setting. And just like that, the request is sent to the proper department, giving the city the opportunity to act and respond, giving you a resolution you can see. The city's free bilingual app is available for download in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Check out santabarbaraca.gov/SBConnect for more. Active transportation, like walking and biking, have many benefits, from lowering pollution to improving health. To promote the use of active transportation, the city is completing community paseos that offer increased safety and easy crosstown connections.
Whether you're on two wheels, on foot, or just along for the ride, walking and biking in heavy traffic can be challenging. Enter the Westside Community Paseos Project, which provides a new bike route within the Westside and from the Westside to downtown.
This is just strong north-south routes with the Westside. That's what the community has requested for years as a community need for safe walking and biking facilities in the neighborhood.
Prior to implementation of the Paseos, Gillespie was an extremely busy thoroughfare. The cars just came racing down here, which was troubling considering the number of families that live on the street and also the proximity of Harding School.
Why they can feel comfortable is because there are certain physical improvements in the roadway. For example, a traffic diverter, a landscape peninsula, all of those to slow down vehicular speeds and vehicular volumes.
The community zeroed in on Gillespie and San Pasqual as prominent north-south streets where physical improvements like traffic diverters were installed.
The cyclists, you can go up and down the street, but cars cannot go up and down the street for Gillespie in its entirety.
The project also complements the city's adopted Vision Zero strategy, which aims to eliminate all traffic fatalities and severe injuries while increasing safe, healthy, and equitable mobility for all, like making it safer and easier for kids to get to school.
There's also a connector on San Pasqual to get to Santa Barbara Community Academy and La Cumbre Junior High, so you don't have to ride your bike through the Mission San Pasqual intersection.
Which increases commuter confidence, a key part of Move Santa Barbara County's mission statement.
We just want kids to learn to love biking and learn to love walking and active transportation in general.
And we want to make sure that they're coming to a stop. Great.
There's a new pedestrian and bike crossing at the intersection of Mitchell-Terrena, Almond, and Dutton with pedestrian-activated flashers to alert drivers that pedestrians and cyclists are crossing. Pedaling to the future, a connected crosstown bike network is also in the works from the west side to downtown.
And then at the downtown connection, we'll also connect into the east side community Paseos project.
Prior to installation of the Paseos, there really was no safe path to get downtown. And so now it's incredible because you have slowing of traffic, which was really the purpose of this project, and you feel like you belong.
The Westside Community Paseos project, combined with its counterpart on the east side, help make a safer, more bike-friendly and walkable city. For more information, go to our website, santabarbaraca.gov, and type paseos in the search bar. Street sweeping plays an important role in keeping our streets clean and also helps protect our creek and ocean water quality. But street sweepers are less effective if cars are parked in their way. To help clear the road and clear up any confusion, we've put together some answers to the program's most frequently asked questions.
Welcome to the City of Santa Barbara's Street Sweeping Frequently Asked Questions video. In this video, we will address some of the most common questions concerning street sweeping. Why is street sweeping important? Street sweeping prevents litter and pollutants from entering our storm drains and creeks, and is an important component of the city's efforts to protect local creek and ocean water quality. Street sweeping also helps keep our community clean and beautiful. How do I know which day, time, and frequency my street is swept? Visit santabarbaraca.gov/street sweeping to view our interactive map. To use the map, click on your location and the map will display the sweeping schedule. The street sweeping signage on my street is inaccurate, missing, or damaged. Can the city repair or replace it? The city strives to maintain all of our signage. If something is inaccurate, missing, or damaged, please make a report online or by using our mobile app, SB Connect. We will work diligently to repair or replace street sweeping signage. Please note that some areas of the city are swept regularly, but are not signed and enforced. Check our online map to see if and when your street is swept, and move your car during your regular sweeping time to allow the sweepers to do their job as well as possible. Does the city ticket cars parked during street sweeping hours? The Santa Barbara Police Department's parking enforcement staff conducts parking enforcement efforts in signed areas. In order to avoid a ticket, please follow the posted signs and move your car during scheduled sweeping times. Please note that the Samarkand neighborhood is signed only at neighborhood entrances, and any car left on the street during scheduled sweeping may receive a ticket. The sweeper was scheduled to come today but did not show up. Why? Occasionally, the sweeper may run late or may not show up due to a mechanical breakdown or staffing issue. Street sweeping may also be canceled due to weather. Rainy day cancellations will be posted as soon as possible at santabarbaraca.gov/street sweeping and on the street sweeping hotline's outgoing message at 805-897-1903. Street sweeping is also canceled on city holidays. To view a list of scheduled holiday sweeping cancellations, please visit santabarbaraca.gov/street sweeping. Whether canceled due to a breakdown, rain, or holiday, street sweeping will resume on the next regularly scheduled day and time. There will be no schedule shift to the next day or makeup days. Why isn't my street swept? While about 80% of city streets are regularly swept, some streets are not swept for a variety of reasons, including space constraints. Requests for special sweeps will be addressed on a case-by-case basis. To request sweeping of a street that is not on the regular route, please submit a request via the city's app, SB Connect. Does the city sweep sidewalks? Street sweepers do not sweep sidewalks. Removal of grass, weeds, and rubbish on the sidewalk is the responsibility of the property owner or tenant. For more details, see City of Santa Barbara Municipal Code 8.20.240. Why does the street sweeper leave large debris piles behind? The street sweepers are intended to collect incidental litter, leaves, dirt, and fine media. Large objects can damage the equipment, which is why operators are instructed to avoid any large debris pile where the contents cannot be visually confirmed. Residents should not leave debris piles on the roadway or gutter for sweepers to pick up. This is considered illegal dumping. Yard waste should be collected and placed in your green waste bin. For more information, see City of Santa Barbara Municipal Code 14.56.030. Do the sweepers use water to clean the street? Sweepers are equipped with water tanks and water spraying nozzles for the purpose of keeping dust down while sweeping. Will the sweeper remove the dead animal in the street? The sweepers will not remove dead animals in the street. Reports of dead animals in the street should go to the Santa Barbara Police Department's animal control officers and may be reported via the city's mobile app, SB Connect. Thank you for watching this video. To learn more about the City of Santa Barbara's street sweeping program. For more information, please visit santabarbaraca.gov/street sweeping.
For more information about the city's street sweeping program, visit santabarbaraca.gov/street sweeping. Our next story, Santa Barbara is the esteemed city that it is, due in part to strong planning. For 150 years now, the Planning Commission has been doing the heavy lifting when it comes to curating Santa Barbara's built environment. Up next, we look back at the Planning Commission's long and storied history.
In the early 1920s, Santa Barbara was a town coming into its own. The completion of Mission Tunnel to the New Gibraltar Reservoir had relieved water shortages, and the population had tripled in the previous 20 years to nearly 20,000 people. But this rapid growth didn't happen without consequences.
Before the end of the 19th century, cities generally grew in a very haphazard way, every which way. And the end result was often congestion, dark and unsanitary tenement buildings, people crammed together.
To counter the ills of unrestricted growth, at the turn of the century, a grassroots movement began to build across the country.
The City Beautiful movement began in the late 1800s with the aim of creating cities that were just more livable and attractive.
Santa Barbara had a strong City Beautiful movement, led by influential community members like Bernard Hoffman and Pearl Chase. They wanted the city to take greater control of the planning and development process to create a city distinct from its sprawling Southern California neighbors. Responding to the growing outcry, in 1915, the California legislature passed a law authorizing cities to create planning commissions, which in turn would be tasked with creating general plans and some lofty goals.
The legislation said that this plan shall be made with the general purpose of guiding and accomplishing a coordinated and harmonious development of the municipality, which will best promote the amenities of life, health, safety, morals, order, convenience, prosperity, and general welfare. It was also to provide for the improvement and control of architecture. It was a very impressive list of goals to accomplish through urban planning. I doubt if the Planning Commission over the years has had much effect on morals.
In 1923, City Council adopted an ordinance creating a City Planning Commission, one of the first in California. The charter gave the Planning Commission the power to prepare and adopt a comprehensive plan for the physical development of the city and to regulate the subdivision of land.
The Planning Commission directs and manages both the growth and development of the city. And they do that through the adoption of a general plan, zoning codes, and the review and approval of development plans.
Well, the Planning Commission takes black-letter law and translates it into onto the ground, can render that black-letter law more compatible with neighborhoods, and Planning Commission can tailor projects to a specific site and a specific need.
As fate would have it, Santa Barbara's Planning Commission would be afforded an unprecedented opportunity to realize its vision for development due to the 1925 earthquake. After much of downtown was destroyed, the Planning Commission worked with the Plans and Planting Committee to establish Spanish colonial revival as the preferred architectural style for new construction. One of the most powerful tools a Planning Commission has is zoning.
The zoning ordinance sets the standards for what can be built or what kinds of uses can occur on property around the city.
Industrial, manufacturing, residential, commercial, office uses, open space, parks, so on. So we have our industrial uses between the railroad and the freeway, for example.
In its first 100 years, the Planning Commission has had numerous opportunities to put its imprint on Santa Barbara.
The original general plan in 1964, the Planning Commission recommended changing State Street from essentially 4 lanes of traffic and parking, narrowing that down into a pedestrian wall and creating a parking district. That was a very successful move in the general plan that the Planning Commission spearheaded that led to, if you will, retail revitalization of downtown. The Planning Commission initiated specific plans back in the early 1980s. That led to the development of the expansion here of Chase Palm Park and what today is the Hilton. They also did a specific plan which pushed through Hitchcock and Hope Avenues to create the auto dealerships, providing more retail sales to support basic city services. They've also gone up here on Montecito Street and did, if you will, a specific plan to allow intense affordable housing at one point across from Casa de la Raza.
And while the issues and projects the Planning Commission has seen over the last century have evolved, some challenges have persisted.
You can go back into old news press articles back at the beginning of the 20th century, so the early 1900s, talking about housing availability and housing affordability. It's an ongoing thing. It's been a problem for a long time, as well as too many people, not enough people, too much traffic. You know, all of those related things. Water supply has always been an issue, will remain an ongoing issue.
Whether it's tackling old issues or new ones, the Planning Commission serves a critical role in Santa Barbara.
The ideal is that when council gets a project, it has been, the full dialogue has occurred at the Planning Commission level. And that brings together developer, it brings together citizens, neighbors, and obviously tries to sort out the problems that inevitably occur when change is proposed.
I believe that the function of the Planning Commission, as well as any other board or commission in our community, also is to foster a forum where the public has the opportunity to come out and share their feelings, their opinions, ask pertinent questions, and to get those questions addressed to the best of our ability as we ask the questions that serve our public and make sure that we are guided by the thoughts, the feelings, the opinions of the greater community.
And so, after 100 years, we appreciate and honor the commitment and work of the hundreds of planning commissioners and staff that have served this community so well.
Just look around. You know, the Planning Commission has had a significant role in making Santa Barbara what it is today.
And we're truly here to serve the public. And if the public can entrust that responsibility in us, then it's our responsibility to give back and to demonstrate that every time we sit on this dais that we are doing the best work that we can possibly do, that we're coming with the most fair, ethical approach, and that we're conducting ourselves to the highest standard that's set for each one of us by our city.
And it is a special place, and we want to keep it that way. To have it grow, but in a way that serves the needs and desires of the citizens of Santa Barbara.
If you'd like to see the Planning Commission in action, it meets on the first, second, and third Thursdays of each month at 1 p.m. in the Council Chamber of City Hall. You can also catch those meetings live on CityTV on Cox Channel 18 and streamed online. Stay in the know and follow the city on our social media platforms. And be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter, City News in Brief. We're always there for you online at santabarbaraca.gov. Thanks for watching City Connection.